Inference Plus, story short number 15, Series B. It was the sort of afternoon that made Lisa ponder what type of evil she had perpetrated in a past life to warrant the negative karmic avalanche currently raining down upon her. The copier at work didn't just jam. Papers crunched into accordions covered in molten toner and wedged themselves into every crevice of the machine before erupting all over her white cardigan. That was at 7:45, right before the secretary announced that the coffee pot was broken and wouldn't be repaired for 6 to 8 weeks. She was so distressed by the news that she dropped her favorite mug, which shattered all over the floor. She cut her finger when she went to sweep it up, then promptly missed the trash can with the dustpan, necessitating a total repeat of the entire cleanup process, but on a larger area of the break room. Bonus. The team was making lemonade today for a charity picnic, and she was the lemon cutter. Fun. The derailing train of her Tuesday continued into the afternoon. Her computer was hacked, and hundreds of clients and co-workers received a link to an explicit website accurately named Big Booty Babes. The temporary lockdown of her laptop caused her to miss the deadline to submit the monthly budget report to accounting, resulting in a terse email from the bookkeeper Wanda, upon whose good side she had only recently managed to find herself thanks to a well-timed Snickers bar. That goodwill would now evaporate into a mist of dirty looks and sighs. The women's room was out of toilet paper. Again. And it wasn't exactly a drip-dry situation. Luckily, she had been wearing socks. Unluckily, she had absent-mindedly flushed one after her MacGyver-esque maneuver, leading to an overflow and subsequent flooding that her manager addressed in a passive-aggressive all-staff meeting about the importance of respecting office property. Dan from marketing had popped off with a joke about Lavatory Lisa, and it appeared that she now had a new nickname. Awesome. Just as she pulled into the driveway at home, Lisa remembered she had to bake 36 cupcakes for her daughter's Star of the Week share-out day tomorrow. She refastened her seatbelt with the resignation of a defeated general and put the car in reverse, narrowly missing backing into her own mailbox as she headed to Walmart for supplies. Just as she got in the checkout line, she remembered that Ashton and Ainsley were gluten intolerant. She would have to buy a different cake mix. With mounting dread, Lisa turned the cart back towards the baking aisle to switch out the mixes. By the time she returned to the front of the store, the line was at least 10 burned-out moms deep, and half of them were writing paper checks. When it was finally Lisa's turn to check out, she discovered that the gift card she planned to use had no money on it. In the single stroke of good luck all day, she discovered a $20 bill tucked into her wallet. She paid for the cake mixes and hurried out to the car. She was already late getting home to start dinner. She had forgotten where she parked. She clicked the car's key fob. No blinky light. The battery was dead. Of course. Finally, she saw the trunk of her Passat peeking out from behind the bulging man spread of a Ford dually with a bumper sticker portraying Calvin and Hobbes peeing on a Chevy logo. No wonder she hadn't seen it sooner. It was hidden and in part of a lot she never used. Relieved to have finally located her vehicle, Lisa squeezed between the truck and the driver's side of her car, cursing both the inconsiderate ass who parked a dually next to a Passat and her own lack of willpower when it came to break room donuts. Thankfully, she left the door unlocked before venturing into the fluorescent hellscape that is Walmart. Sliding into the driver's seat, she was annoyed to discover that the settings had somehow been jangled. The seat was pushed too far back, and all the mirrors were out of alignment. She punched with annoyance at the Setting 2 button, only to find herself squished so close to the steering wheel that the bottom caught between her fat rolls, like a rigid hot dog in an underbaked bun. Great, another thing to fix. Once the seatbelt was properly adjusted again, she put on the seatbelt and found that the cozy neck protector she'd only recently purchased was missing. Probably some damn kid. She hoped it gave them a rash. When she went to put the key in the ignition, it refused to go in. Only with a Herculean shove that left her sweating did the key finally slide into place. She turned it and heard nothing. A dead battery. Wonderful. Just as she pulled out her phone to call AAA, the face of a man, angry and defiant, pressed against the window. He was shouting and gesturing and dialing 911 on his own phone. What in God's name was wrong with him? Just one more misery to endure. The glistening cherry on the poop cupcake of her day.